Hi, I'm Melanie Florence and this is Miss Melly Flo's Vibe Life, my Vibe Life channel for my tarot readings and my Vibe Life stuff. So I've been reading tarot for 25 years. I've only started this channel a couple of months ago, got a few vids going on. I am changing the format as I go. It's an never ending, never changing, always changing thing. It's sort of a bit liquid, but I have started a segment on my site called What's in the Box. That's the segment. So I have a big box of tarot cards. I have been blessed with abundance and some friends of mine have given me decks. I have invested in decks. This year I really started reading one tarot deck, which is the Greenwood. So it's been in my life for 25 years. I was given the deck by my sister. Somebody stole that deck. Bless you. And then my sister gave me the deck again. She was really determined that I was going to read cards. And over the time, that's been an ongoing thing. She's really supportive of me when it comes to doing the cards, and even come up in readings she's had with other psychics telling her to tell me I should be reading cards. So here we are. I've worked for telephone lines. I've worked on online. I've done them all different sorts of ways. I like somebody sitting next to me, which is why I've sort of got this set up so I can sort of sit next to you and show you what I've got on the table. So what have I got on the table today? So this is the Greenwood Tarot. So I'm going to go I thought I would actually just explain a bit about the Greenwood and go into it. So you can't get Greenwood Tarot at present. I get that they're doing another run. Now I got this deck. Deck was put out in 1993. So there is a sister brother deck to this called the Wildwood, bought out by the same people, bought out by Mark Ryan and Chelsea Potter. So this book, this deck have been part of, I don't know, my journey in life. And so I guess I saw how they related to my life and I saw how it fit to my life. And so it was something that I could work with in my life because it's really elemental. So when I read these readings, these tarot cards are definitely made around, the energies that are surrounding you in your day-to-day life. And I guess that's why I see them more as a counseling session with your higher consciousness, with you, than I see them as a reading, telling your fortune. That's not what these are about at all. A bit like star signs are more about your personality and getting to know you more than they are about predicting what you're going to do in your life. So I'm going to go through a bit through the deck, and so I thought I'd show you. My mother made this wrap for me years ago, so it's always been on. And I thought I'd show you what the Greenwood's got going on in it, because every deck is different. So and so this journey I've been going on is actually to be finding decks that match the energy of this. This is a really old kingdom, pre-Celtic shamanism of the mystic forest, of the mythic forest. And they are, like, I'm going to start with what's on the bottom. So we have stones. Stones in this deck represent your earth signs, our practical world, our earth element, how we apply ourselves to the world. King Stone being our sturdy horse of strength and that perseverance, that will, and skill and strength. Excuse me. And then here we'll go into wands. So I might have them all on top. So this is wands. Decisions. And I've seen a few decks where the wands are actually magic wands. These are fantastic. But this here is a decision of fate, our two of wands. What we got going on in there. Alright, let's go through the top deck. Let's see what we got. And then I've got cups. So cups being our water element. So wands being our fire element, our faith, our passion. What drives us? Our cups. This is the king. So this is our euphoric king. This is intoxicating, this card, and the cups, this is about emotion and intoxication. So it's that sort of thing about our emotion and our emotional connections with the world. And then I happen to have air, and so this is a page of air in this. This is the woodpecker. The woodpecker being, there's a lot of messages. Air being of the brain, like it's our mind, it's our intellect, it's our curiosities, it's our breathing. And so this would be a lot of communication coming on this card. So I found that, these have got little keywords on the bottom. So transition, so we know that this is a transition of the mind because it's a 6 of air. And then we got 5 and frustration, and this is like the arrows gaming off everywhere. I find this is a list card, 5. And so then we have these beautiful upper arcana cards, the pole star. So the pole star being our wish, being our aim, being our focus, what we focus on in life and what comes up inside of them. So the difference you can see in these cards that they've done the upper arcana and the lower arcana. And it's just slightly different in their drawings, it's slightly different in their technique. This is a little bit more rudimental, I guess this is a bit more formatted. We've got our half fire, what means something to us. You can see they almost go together, the half fire and the star. That star inside of us, what means something to us. 7 of stones, healing. So this is a healing card. You can see that it is 7s are always healing in the deck. Alright, so let me also go. We've got the moon and the sun sitting there together, which is nice. So for me, learning these are basic elements, and they're basic elements that I could connect with around me. Like that I didn't have to reach too far, and the cards sort of gave you more and more. And when you read the book, and you learn more and more about what the depth of these things are, you can see the opposites in those cards. And so for me, these are the traditions that made me. And this is the instruction for me to give. Air, 9, see? So the cards, and these were just beautiful. These were a beautiful learning tool for me. They were beautiful, and they're a good indicator in conversation when you're talking through these cards. Because that's how I see this. These cards are really a spark of life. They're really here to tell you the passions inside of you. They're here to give you inspiration. And so these cards for me, I'm able to work with them really easily with the way that they worked. This wasn't a really hard learning. I mean, I took years, but it's all there in the cards, and you can see it. You can see this is our green man and our green woman, and the attraction and that initial attraction that makes the bigger relationship inside. And they carry that over into the Lover's card. It actually pulls on over. On the celebration, this is our 4 of Wands, our marriage card. And here we've got the shaman. And so the shaman is our magician, but he's our mystic. He's the inside in the deck. So these cards go through a lot of the Greenwood ethos, and this is the green man and what they're attached to inside of the Greenwood. And so I had never used the Rider-Waite. This year I sort of looked a lot more into other decks and what the other meanings and other things, and sort of come back to my cards anyway, to be quite honest. But this is, I guess, my most favourite card. So if anybody doesn't know, the Fool was set as a separate deck. Fool is a deck unto itself. It is 0 and it's its own deck. This to me is the most beautiful card in this deck. It's just embracing and jumping and trust yourself, and your spirit's already jumped, and this is beautiful jump inside of that Fool sort of card. So what else have I got in here? I've got Queen. Alright, so inside of my deck, it's the Blasted Oak. I don't call it the Tower. So this is lightning energy. So more and more as I've gone through and done references to other decks, the Tower, and this Blasted Oak, it's lightning energy. When we've got the sun, the moon, the stars, and those sort of things, this particular card is lightning energy. It's swift, it's breaking, it's jumping, and you see that energy, that spirit again, jumping free again inside of it. And here I've got the Archer. In a traditional deck, this would be the Chariot. So this is about potential energy on the earth plane, what you can actually take in, what you can actually put, like what you've got to put good use to inside of this, inside of the world. So it's a very practical sort of energy, charging sort of energy. But I have my skills. I know I'm trained, I'm ready, I'm poised is what that card is sitting about. So, clearance, and I love this. I love that spiritual backburning inside of that card. I sort of think about tending your forest. And the 9 of Wands, this is different in every deck, but for me, I love this. I love that the respect is a man with a very big stick. So the 9 of Wands is you respect yourself. And when we fold over into the 10 of Wands, people are like, it's fun because this is responsibility. But these are the responsibilities that you've taken. This is the respect. These are the sticks that you're choosing to carry. You know, the wand and the burden that you're choosing to carry. These are your responsibilities that you're choosing, because this is out of respect. We've got all 9 wands standing there. that they're yours and they're your burdens and they're your responsibilities, and it's your respect where you've drawn the line, what you choose to carry out of that respect. So, all right, what else have I got? The Harvest. This in other card decks is like a triumph, and it is a triumph, the harvest. We've reaped what we sow. We're getting the rewards for what we put in. So it's a definite like card of everything turning, like a season's turning, and the end of something and the beginning of something. But this is a triumph card in our wands, in our faith, in our spirit, in our passion. So, all right, and so with this, we're going to have, this is the World Tree. Now, the World Tree also represents you. At the beginning of the cycle, we've got you as the Fool. The tree at the end is you, your cycle, your path, your seasons change, how you get to your divine you in the middle of all of this. And then we're following that guiding light of the ancestor inside of here. So this deck, alright, I'm going to show you one more. So this is a card, this is a 5. So this one, when I say it, I got to be really careful, because ecstasy is what it's about, and I think that we associate it with the whole connotations that we can't fulfill without drugs or something else or alcohol. That's not what this is about. This is emotional ecstasy. You know, when we're talking about the king being euphoric, this 5 of cups is dancing in the rivers of life. It's taking everything in. That emotional ecstasy, you know, and really enjoying and bathing inside of that. So it's like, you know, take the connotations away of what we might in a modern day. Like this card here is definitely saying that euphoric nature of being and reckless abandonment inside of it all, inside of that 5. So, and so this skill, there's some wonderful endurance. Endurance has come up a lot this year. Everybody having to sit in, wait and see where it goes. For me, the home in this card has been really interesting, because I used to sing for my singing lessons a song called Bless This House, and one called Bless This Little Apple Tree, God Bless This Little Apple Tree, for 2 years. They were the only 2 songs. And so for me, when this card hits home, it reminds me of, you know, days gone past, but also, this is a legacy card, the 10. So I'm not going to go through all of them. Let me see what else I've got. Oh, King of Wands being the adder. Like there, that sexually potent masculine energy, really strong, healing, potent, spiritual, what you believe in, what you grasp. And so we've got the Death card, death being rebirth on every level. You know, what we have, and we have pick our bones, the pick our bones of become the next part of the next season sort of thing. Alright, and the Lovers. So we go back, let me see if I can go back. 2 of Cups, there it is. 2 of Cups. So we see it here. Alright, so we're 2 of our cups, and then we've got them again. But that energy is created again. It's refined in here. That third eye energy, that connection between the lovers. You can see it happening twice and repeated. Our cups inside of there are full. So that's interesting. So this journey for me and has been a spiritual journey. There we have the Queen of Wands, and I've like looked everywhere, and I've turned over a lot of rocks to get to where I am, to lay my foundation, like to believe in what I am, to make my nest. Oh, there we are, 6 of Cups. There's those lovers again. There's that attraction again. In the top of our reunion, the 6 of Cups. This deck has had repeated themes, I guess, and the more I get, the older I get, and the more I know it, I see the repeated cycles in this deck. The Queen of Arrows being our dear heart. In the middle of it, our Wheel of Fortune is different in this deck than others, I've noticed, because this is about what we weave, what we let go, and what we... This is our cloak of many colours, and how we weave that, and what we let go, and what we go hold, and the time of change. All right. Joy. And I'm going to show you one more, a Happiness, where we've got the 10 of Cups, where we've got, again, repeated our green man, our green woman. Down the bottom of this, our cups fill and filling over. So this deck has, for me, got an abundance of different signs and symbols inside of it. This is the Devil. This is the Hangman reflection. And it's been easy, but now for me, this is just like part of my ethos inside of what I work with. And power, and strength being together. And Judgment. The Judgment being a big bear. So I'm not going to go through this. A handful of cards I didn't just run through. Our Hermit in the back of the deck and our Insecurities. These cards for me with the signs and symbols in them have been really easy to work with and really easy to gain the insight from and give it. And quite often when I do readings with these personal readings, you can see they fit the table and people are like, that's outright. And they've got these key words that are pinpointing things. So it's been hard for some people to even evade and go, that's not what's going on. You can totally tell. So these readings have, there's only ever been one actually over the years. There was one telephone reading that the chick's like, this is not my life. And she was really quite determined. I was really sick actually. And when I looked down at the reading after it, she was right. It was my reading. So that was the only time ever that I've ever had someone say, this is not my reading. And actually looked down and it was my reading. I had not connected with her. It was about things that were surrounding me. So I hadn't connected with the woman. But other than that, I've seen these cards tell the tales of people that I don't know that are across the country that are doing, that I have nothing to do with their lives and albeit end up being quite meaningful. So I've loved doing readings. It's been a growth thing for me, and actually now doing this channel and doing all of this is a new growth phase for me. I'm going to actually be releasing a few different types of readings. I'm going to move my mid-month around a little bit, and I'm going to introduce a couple of different types. So there'll be 4 different, maybe 5 different types of reading I'm going to bring around mid-month. Going to play with this, the whole thing. So I do have one more thing. So hit like and subscribe if you like and subscribe. That'll be excellent, and you'll get updates of what my readings and everything coming through. But more than that, I have a competition running for October. So with the what's in the box, I don't have it on me. It's over there. I have this really great deck that has come from Amethyst Black. It's called the Whimsical Bitch Oracle. It's keyword, really smart sort of attitude sort of deck. Really modern. She's just bringing out, looking to get it published. I will be giving it away free for anybody who can guess how many decks I have in the box. So let's see if we can actually give it away this October. Please put in the comments on the video how many guesses you would think I've got in the box. I've got the box on the front of this video. You can see how big it is, and it's nearly full. It could take more, let's be honest, but it's pretty full. So I would love to hear your guess, and I would love to get your feedback if it's something that you would like readings. I'm doing the hot tea for different things, and if there's some sort of hot tea that you would like, let me know. If you'd like a personal reading, please book in. Thank you very much. I hope you're having a great time.